Hello my friends, Yannis here from Solutions4Mankind. In this video I want to demonstrate you, to present actually, and then demonstrate to you the Spike device, my version, Yannis version or Solutions4Mankind version. All of you have seen Tony's device, the Spike device, which is used, as you know, is used from people that have not received the gene editing therapy, and it's used because those that have received the gene editing therapy, they're emitting, how to say it, let's say, they're emitting peptides, okay, proteins, peptides. And they can make you sick. When you receive it, it can make you feel bad, it can make you feel sick. It can cause some problems on the body because anyway it's a foreign peptide that was not supposed to be in our body. In order to disengage this, we need to have a static discharge. It works very well with the racket. You know the racket that you have seen other videos that I have. It's very good and efficient, but if you want, let's say, to cover different areas of your body with more pulses and combination with a triangle, it can have very good anti-nano results. But even just by itself, this Spike device with the electrodes that you can place in different locations of your body, for example this one, not only between the arms or arm and leg, but you can place, you know, on abdominal and at the back, between the legs, one leg, one side of the leg, the other side of the leg, at in different locations. And of course you can place it from one leg to the other arm, always left leg, right arm, or right leg, left arm. So it has to be like this combination, or between, let's say, lower abdominal with a lower back, and then you disengage anything that is between the two electrodes in the lower abdominal. And in combination, as I said, with the triangle, we have seen many very good results and very fast results disengaging the ASM nanotechnology. So I decided to make my own version. Actually, it's exactly the same version like Tony has said, the same principles, two coils, one primary and one secondary with more loops of the wire, magnetic wire. But the difference is that instead of having the magnets stuck on the flashers with a tape in one specific location to control the pulse rate, and instead of having the primary wire connect to the power supply, you know, with cables running outside, I put everything in an enclosed box. So I have inside the coil. I have here, I put the input, you know, I connect the power supply. In my case, the one that I'm using, at least for this device, is 12 volt, 10 amps. It can go with higher, 24 volts and another amperage, it doesn't matter. But I choose to use the 12 volts, 10 amps. So here we have the, you know, it's like a laptop power supply with the specifications. We connect it here, so it's very easy, let's say, to manage the cables instead of having extra cables running out. And in front we have the output where they're coming out the magnetic wire, and they are going, I'm using instead of carton to, you know, to stick the wire and then put the copper tape. I use a very thin plexiglass, which is by itself it's insulated, and then I have the wire, attach it, and 3 or 4 layers of copper foil. In this case, what you see here, it's okay with a blue tape, it's just decoration, but it's not necessary because the plexiglass is already an insulator, so there is no problem. And then you place the electrodes in different locations of the body where you want to disengage these peptides, and some nano as well. A caution, avoid putting on your head and as well on the heart or between the heart for obvious reasons. The heart has some electric cells that they are emitting small potential or small current, and this makes the muscle, the heart, which is a muscle, to contract. The same you will feel when, let's say, you are using it on your body and it's passing through muscles. The muscles, they will start contracting. This is simply because the electricity contracts the muscles when it's passing through the muscles. In order to test it, if it's working the first time, you will just hold it, let's say one of the electrodes, you're gonna put it in, you're gonna hold it with your fingers in one palm, and the other you're gonna place it somewhere on your arm, and in the beginning you will feel nothing. After a few seconds you will start feeling a light pulse, and as the seconds are passing, the intensity, it will start getting stronger and stronger. Still, it is bearable, don't worry. It's not gonna be something uncomfortable, but you will start feeling the pulses, and then depending the location, especially if you put it here on the arm, of course, because there are the muscles of the finger here, you will start seeing here your tendons pulsating, pop, 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 pop. I demonstrate in a while, you will see. I have recorded another video to demonstrate this. My device, I said, I put the coil inside. I have outside the flashers. I'm using these long flashers because I can control with the magnet. Let me put it here. I can control with a magnet depending the location that I will put the magnet. It's, you know, it's blocking the contacts, either no blockage at all, so it's pulsating on the rate that it's designed to pulsate, or I can control the number of pulses by sliding the magnet in different locations. And especially on the primary one, the one here that is red, I have marked them, the magnets. I have put a red tape for the red flasher. There's one location where it stops completely. It's like a switch, on-off switch. You will see it in a demonstration in a while. And then by changing the location of the magnet, it changes the pulse rate. And then combination of the two, we can have many different pulse rates. And the pulse rate as well, it affects somehow the density of the pulse. So we have control of the pulse rate by removing the magnet. That's why I have designed like that. So you have full control of the pulse rate. And then we know that when there is a metal iron, there is, let's say, a cylindrical coil, and there is iron inside, the density of the magnetic field is amplified. So if we want to have a stronger magnetic pulse, a magnetic field, and therefore electromagnetic pulse, we can put an iron rod in between the coil. So I have put it in a specific location inside the box, so I can insert and remove this iron rod. And you will see, as we will demonstrate with the instrument, as soon as we will put the iron rod, the density of the magnetic fields and the voltage and the amperage is increasing, of course. And if we remove it, it's reduced. So it gives you full control on the density of the field plus the pulse rate, which as well affect the density of the field. So it's give you, let's say, the flexibility, depending how sensitive you are or how stronger you want it, to play with these different settings. Either the metal rod inside, stronger pulses, no magnets at all, higher pulse rate, stronger pulses, or control the pulse rate, let's say, with a magnet, so it's reduce the pulsating, and as well a little bit the density, or removing as well the rod, which reduce even further the density. As you will see, in this device that I have designed, the voltage is between, it can reach with a rod inside up to 420, 450 millivolts, so let's say half a volt, and the current, it's placed between 50, less than 50 milliamps to 140 milliamps without any resistance. Okay, when we put it in our body, of course the current is less because there's a resistance of our body. How much it will be less, it depends on the individual, the body size, and as well the distance of the electrodes from one electrode to the other. So if you place, let's say, too close here on your hand, maybe you will feel it stronger than if you place it on the lower part of your leg and the upper part of your leg. Then you will start feeling after a while the pulses, but it will be less strong than what you feel here when you will test the device. So keep this one in mind. Nothing is wrong with the device. This is how it works, just pure physics. I will demonstrate to you, I have few clips with the measurements so you can see it, but I want to simply, let's say, to encourage you to make your own spike device if you have not received the gene therapy that was introduced 2 years ago, and the majority of the population, they have taken it. If you have received it, you should not use this device. We don't know how it will affect the genetics and how your body will respond, okay, because everything has been modified. But the those that have not received the gene editing, definitely it's actually recommended to use it. So make your own device. I have the link in the description from Tony Pantalleresco where he shows you how to do it. I have as well another video, a couple of videos before, where I introduce it was like a trailer for that video from Tony, and at the end I have schematics, how to connect the flashers and the relays. In this device that I'm making, I'm using only 2 flashers, 2 relay, not the 3. So go ahead and make it. If you don't have the time, you don't feel comfortable or whatever, you don't want to make it, then you can order it. You can order from Tony, or you can order from other people in your network that maybe they are making this device, or of course you are welcome to order it from my e-shop. It is under an Adnan category, and the product number or product name it's AN from Adnan categories, SPK, like Spike 01, because the first version. I came with this, let's say, design. I'm not 100% satisfied with it, but I didn't have the time to think something else, something better. I will come probably with some improvements. If you have any idea, you are welcome to contribute in the comments, and I will be glad to see your comment. I see all the comments, sometimes immediately, sometimes it can take a week. It depends, let's say, my program. So I will be glad to read your comments. What do you think? And of course I will be glad to hear that you have your device, you have made it, or you can order it. Of course I will be glad to see your order for your device from my e-shop, e-shop.ianis.com. I will have as well the link for this specific product in the description. Okay, enjoy now the following video clips where I demonstrate with an instrument, a multimeter, the voltage, how much is the voltage in the different settings, how it works, the magnets, when we are putting the magnets in different positions, how they control the pulse rate. And of course, at the end, I have a demonstration for the current, measuring the current, and at the end, how to use it when I'm using it to show you. It's pulsating here on my arm, and then you can see as well my tendons pulsating with exactly the same rate that you hear the flashers, pulsating. Okay. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the video. This is my Spike version of the device that Tony has made. It's actually the same, simply I have put it inside a box, so I don't have the cables running out, and it's easier as well to control the pulses and the density of the magnetic field. In this video I will demonstrate how the output, how much output is coming out from the device, and as well how we can control the pulses with the usage of a magnet on the relays. Inside it's the coil, as Tony has showed us, and then I have put the 2 flashers outside so we can control the pulse rate with the magnets. And I have connected a multimeter that will show us the output voltage and current. Furthermore, I have as well an option to use the rod to increase the magnetic field, and I will demonstrate how much it's increasing when you are using the iron rod, which of course this is happening because it's increasing the magnetic field. So at the moment, as you see, there is no pulses. Actually it is in the plug. I have plugged it, the electricity is there, but I have stopped the pulses with the magnet. As soon as I will move this magnet from here, you see, it starts pulsating, and you can see on the multimeter that it's reaching from approximately 70, 69, 71 millivolts up to 186, 190 for a moment. This is millivolts, okay? It's the output, and we can control the pulse rate by moving the magnets in different locations. So for example, here, you see here, you can hear it as well, that now the pulse is smaller, it's smaller rate, here even smaller. Now it's even smaller. If I put this one back, it's a little bit faster, and if I will put this one in a location, a specific location, it stops completely. So it allows easier manipulation of the pulse rate.
by having it like that. At least this is what I have thought of currently. Maybe later I will think something even more practical, and then I will change the design and I will let you know. So we see here that the voltage is reaching 191 millivolts, and this is with nothing inside in the core of the coil. I will now insert the metal rod, iron rod. I have made here a hole in a specific location. So, and as you can see now, the voltage is jumping up to 416 millivolts. 186, 198, 400, 402. So it depends, let's say, the moment, and of course the pulse rate. If I will remove completely the magnets, it's a little bit faster. If I have only, you see, 425. If I put one only magnet, you can control the pulses like that. If I put the second one, even more. And again, if I start moving them in different locations, I have different pulse rate. So I designed like that in order to have both pulse control, the rate of the pulses, but as well the density of the magnetic field. If you feel that it's too strong with the rod inside, simply you can remove it, and then it's dropping down to 190, 180 to 190 millivolts, while with the rod inside it's reaching almost half a volt. Okay, this is my version of the spike. I'm using 2 flashers, 2 relay only. I'm not using the third. And the electrodes, they are made from plexiglass for the isolation, and then I have put the 3 layers of copper. I will demonstrate now as well the current that is passing, so you know how much current it may pass through the body. Okay, now I will show you how much current actually is passing through the electrodes, how much current can generate this setting. Of course, the current that will pass from here, this is with the lowest resistance, okay, just between the 2 electrodes. In reality, it will pass less than what we're going to see here, simply because there's going to be resistance on your body, okay, and depends as well the distance from the electrodes, where you're going to place it. If it's on, let's say, right leg, left arm, of course it's bigger distance and will pass less current than if you place it between, let's say, on your arm, okay, you hold it and then just on your arm, or if you place it between your knee in one leg, okay, so it's different, the current that will pass depending the distance of the electrodes, and as well your body type. But just to know how much potentially it can pass, I changed the setting of the multimeter. I put it to milliamps. Now there is some current stored in the coil. That's why it was started with a small amount and now slowly discharging through the instrument. The spike is already connected. You don't hear anything because simply I have I control the pulses through the magnet, in the position where I have the magnet. I will remove the rod, the metal rod, and we will start the pulses, and we will see how much will be the current that it will pass from the electrodes. Let's remove completely the pulses. So we see that it can reach, without the rod, it's reaching 32 milliamps from 6 point something, 7 milliamps to approximately 35, 32, yeah, it's around 32. Now if we start controlling the pulses, so if you have less pulses, you see it's not exceeding too much, it's not exceeding 25, okay, momentarily went 30, control a little bit more. You see, the average current is lower. It's more on the lower part than on the 30 milliamps. And it's normal, because the higher the frequency of the pulsation, the higher will be the current that is passing. And again, this is milliamps, it's a milliamps, it's not amps. And now I will put the rod and see how much it will increase. We are expecting a small increase, not drastically like before, but it will reach higher. Let's remove the magnets. So yes, as you can see, it's reaching 130, 145. Earlier I measured up to 160 milliamps. 149. So it's fluctuate between 60 with a rod. Yes, it's going higher. If we control the pulses, it went down to 11. Let's put here the other one. You see, you have lower current. So depending, let's say, your tolerance, if you feel it okay or if you want more, you can just increase the pulses if you want more. You remove the magnets, you increase the pulses, and you keep the metal rod inside. If you want less, simply you can remove the rod and or just adjust the pulse rate. You reduce the pulses, and then the current and the voltage is reduced as well. This is how you control the pulses and the density of your device, and you know now how much it can be the maximum current that can pass through the electrodes. Again, on your body it will be less because we have some resistance on the body. Okay, I trust that this was useful. I encourage you to start making your own. Tony has put instructions how to make it. You can watch it on his BitTube channel. I have the link below. Or you can order from Tony to give you his devices to make one for you and ship it from Canada. Or you can order one like this, so you're gonna get something like that, unless I will find another design in the meantime, a better design, where this one it allows you to control the pulses while during the session, even stop it completely. Okay, now I will show you how to check if the device is working or not. An easy way, let's say, before you apply it in other parts of your body, take one of the electrodes, okay, and you hold it with one hand, with your fingers, like this here, and then you place the other electrode on your arm, and you will see in a while, you will start feeling after a few seconds the pulses. So I would remove the magnet from here, so it will start pulsing. I'm holding it, and then I place the electrode. I feel nothing at the moment, and now I start feeling it. I start feeling the pulses, and now soon you're gonna see here my tendon that is reacting. You see here the muscle. It's not very obvious with a light. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, here you can see the muscle that as the electricity is passing, is pulsating. Okay. So I know that it's working. It started light, and then as the time is passing, is getting a little bit stronger and stronger. But still, it's comfortable. Okay. So you can place this one now in different parts of your body, but you can start checking it like that. I don't know if You will see, if you see the tenon pulsing. Now it's another location, so it's somewhere here. Because of the light, we cannot see it clearly. Now maybe you can see here the tenon. You can see it here. Okay, so I trust that was useful for you, enjoyable. You get excited to start making your own device as well, or purchase one ready-made for you from Tony, from myself, from Shona, or whoever else in your network is making such devices. Okay, see you in the next one.